Thanks everyone. I don't know if you've ever done one of these hackathon events. We're just investing in a tech incubator at the moment. And it's basically all these tech entrepreneurs and it's really positive energy. And what happens is that every so often they have to stand up or you have to start clapping to keep your energy going. It's quite interesting, especially for someone that, I love tech, but God, this is new stuff for me. So it's going to be the audience participation sort of presentation. So stand by, please. So, Key Fund. We're founded in 1999, based in South Yorkshire Coalfields. Fantastic area of the country, born and bred in Barnsley myself, but really was decimated by the collapse of the coal and steel industries. We were launched out of a need and an opportunity, a need for third sector organisations to find ways of accessing more funding, and an opportunity in terms of £744 million worth of European money coming into the South Yorkshire, and we were desperate as the third sector to get our hands on some of that. So we launched in 2002 an innovative blend of social investment products, basically grants initially, capacity building grants, organisational development grants, and then moved into blended grants and loans, and very small, so from £500 up to maybe £20,000, £30,000, particularly to support organisations to be more sustainable, to create job opportunities and develop their skills. But very much third sector organisations. In terms of 2010, we kind of saw a need and a demand outside of that area, so moved from South Yorkshire to Yorkshire and Humber, and then actually expanded across the north of England gradually. And today, according to our trade body, the Community Development Finance Association, we're the most prolific social investor. So we don't do the big stuff, but we do lots of the little stuff. Across the northern half of England, including the Midlands. We're actually the biggest in terms of the volume of investments in the whole of the UK, but we operate currently just in the north, the east and west Midlands. So, few stats. Today we've kind of invested 40 million, created nearly 3,000 jobs and supported nearly 3,000 organisations. We've helped over start 300 new start enterprises. Our average investment size is 42,000. 2 years ago, it was 22,000. So in terms of what we were saying this morning about the need for £60,000 or upwards, where you guys in terms of that kind of, that's where we live, that's our territory. It's also 70% of our investments are unsecured. So again, we'll do the stuff that other people aren't funded to do or aren't able to do for whatever reasons. But actually, one thing I'm really proud of is when we lend money, we don't lose it. We don't lose that much. A lot of people keep saying, oh, CDFIs, social investors, they lose 15, 20, 30, 40% of their money. Last year, we lost less than 4% of our own money. So that's quite I'm really proud of that in terms of what we do as an organisation. The way we do it is by actually people relationships so putting people on the ground and actually developing a personal relationship with our clients. We see everybody, we want to see everybody, we want to get to know everybody, and that's part of our success, is that we'll stick with people. So enough of the advertising. So, why the West Midlands? Well, why not, was the question. We saw and were asked in terms of, and suggested there was a lack of demand and provision for smaller, particularly unsecured social investments in the West Midlands. There was an open door offered by the existing providers, by people like SEWM, like people that were other social investors that just weren't able to operate within that part of the market. So we were here last year and we launched an impact fund for the West Midlands. It was an opportunity for us to work with those partners. I love Port Scratchings. I love Kevin Rowlands and Helen O'Hara. Do you know who they are, by the way? You must do. Kevin Rowlands? Yeah. Helen O'Hara? She's the fiddle player. I had quite a thing for her when I was young. Oh yeah. Anyone know when Dexys Midnight Runners was number one? Which year? 1982. Shout it out. Well done. 1982.
So that should show my age then.
So, there was a personal interest as well. The other thing I like about West Midlands, particularly Birmingham, is shiny. You've got the shiny city in the town. I love chrome, I love shiny things. I'm a real techie, as you know. My staff will know in terms of I just love, I think Birmingham's a shiny city in the country. So anyway, our commitment and performance. So last year, as a part of this event last year, we said we want to put £1 million into the West Midlands. We committed, our board agreed to dedicate £1 million to create a social impact fund specifically for the West Midlands. You know what, I hate missing targets. We've since invested £964,000 within the West Midlands. If anybody wants £36,000 come afterwards and I'll give you a right good deal. We've got our investment team at the back that will help you. 14 clients is what we've invested in, and I'm going to introduce one of our clients in a second. We've recruited a dedicated, and I'll say she's dedicated. Lisa, just stand up. Just give this lady a clap, because she's so passionate and so committed. Our investment panel, I'm having to go like that to her, because she's really sort of passionate on behalf of her clients. Very enthusiastic. Gary, who's our head of investments, he's here. We call him Mr. Sunshine because he really likes to sort of bring some sunshine to some of our clients. He's an ex-banker. We've reformed him. We've been able to rehabilitate him. But as I say, that's part of our success, is that we've got the right kind of people with the right kind of attitude to support our clients. And we're committed to work with local partners. They'll tell you whether or not we're doing the job that we say that we're doing, and we want to actually continue this support.